to the top lane.
And already, OG, I've just been watching this top lane, and they're causing all kinds of problems. But Era with Suneiko's rotation here, TPing to deal with Saxa, and Rubik will be falling. Witch Doctor gets the final touch. First blood spilled by NIP. Yes, Saxa got the little wave drag across. He got the courier snipe, and someone killed the courier.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, Sumail in trouble top lane. Luna being chased down. They've got the slow from the little Satyr to stop Saberlight giving chase, but a cask bouncing in will catch Sumail with the Maledict and a beautiful takedown on the Luna. NIP's tri-lane going to chase No-Tail now, and my goodness, he's dropping quickly. NIP, one of them is in Fountain, one of them is just sitting in lane CSing. Saberlight hit by the Lucent Beam, and there's a little potato coming in behind him, but No-Tail getting whacked down by the crits of Brewmaster, and Sumail can't quite get the finish, but the little potato does! He's been mashed up and the Brewmaster's down. Now they turn onto Era, Witch Doctor. This potato, he's doing so much work. Little buddy, what a great job.
He's just damage. I mean, get the Vanguard first to tank things up. Oh, Fadebolt, the sound. Never ending.
And No-Tail does drop top. Sumail trapped in the trees. Era still with the cast Maledict, so they managed to pick up No-Tail. Pretty much just with Arctic Burn slow from Suneiko. Double kill for Saberlight. And a 5-kill lead as NIP winning the tri-lane against OG. Stay on the map as long as he gets a couple of runes. Top tier 2 now. Suneiko hiding in the trees. Arctic Burn is about to expire. Gets off his curse before the RP of Seb, who did go for the turnaround. A couple of Chen creeps doing a lot of damage there. Seb, no skewer, so he's going to get stunned up by this Primal Split, a Tornado to buy a bit of time for the Magnus. Now he RPs up the Primal Split units, and a Cold Snap back into Suneiko. Mid one doesn't have any Urn charges remaining. So a little bit awkward from OG, but Saberlight's gone way too deep, surely here, with Sumail and No-Tail surrounding the Brewmaster. They'll Eclipse, EMP, clear up the Brewmaster, and NIP not reacting as they're diving bottom lane for Saxa. Going for a Rubik kill, he's going to sleight of fist and buy a lot of time, jumping onto all the Spiderlings. He's never coming out of that. Okay, now find the call.
Infinite sleight of fist, you need to move the spiders, and he does.
No, freaking he's got another sleight of fist, you know, but they do bring him down. Seb's rotation, not going to find Charlie or Supreme, but that was a pretty amusing move from Saxa. They're on Dire side, and they come down to this Radiant jungle. On this Radiant side, just trying to take out the top part of the map, pressuring tier 2, but the backstab from Charlie. With the help of Saberlight's Primal Split, they're focusing multiple different targets now. Death Ward onto No-Tail, but Sumail's been focused down with Remnant forward. Does catch him out with a Winter's Curse. A couple of heroes down for OG here. They're going to trade back for Suneiko. Yes, the Wyvern will fall.
Stolen. Curse.
Dog Troll. Come on, kill him off. Take him down. Saxa still has that curse, you're right. Holding onto it. Any kind of turnaround play with a potential for Seb to RP Saberlight. He'll use it, spin around, a little pirouette, and bring Saberlight back into the waiting arms of that Invoker. 2 for 2.
NIP needs to use Broodmother.
Mouth. Seems like they want to keep these fights going. Supreme. Tornadoed up, and then a skewer, but it's gonna make the cask bounce back into the Magnus. Seb still focusing Supreme as mid-one runs away from the Death Ward. The Winter's Curse, though, focused in onto the Broodmother as the stolen curse going to try and bring down Supreme, and there we go. Broodmama gone. The Death Ward. Oh my goodness, Rubik. Saxa is stealing every ulti.
This build, Boots of Travel, even gets Crimson Guard. Great against Wyvern ulti, great against Brewlings, Spider, you name it. I don't think you kill him here.
He is so tanky. Gets a couple of heroes caught up in the RP. Brewlings and Broodmother. Era, Suneiko, Death Ward down now as mid one. Trying to hold the line, Seb still whacking away with a 3-man tornado, but they turn with a curse, catching out Saxa. Mid one bringing his own Rubik down low. Sabler and Era still diving here with a cast bouncing into the creep wave. They'll find Saxa, and mid one still has a couple of spells up his sleeve. Sumail, oh, they've shifted focus to find Sumail back in his own jungle. What was Luna doing next on the Roche pit? NIP finally realized what is happening. Saxa and mid one, though, they're in a great position here to try and catch anyone maneuvering across the river. The jump in with the Searing Chains, but the Tornado to stop the Brewmaster getting the immediate takedown on Saxa. They do catch mid one with a Maledict, but it is a real awkward setup here from NIP. Remnanting forward, the skewer back into the Eclipse now. Saberlight, he's
oh, that's it.
He doesn't get his primal split off. They cancel it out, and Supreme is solo RP. The Broodmother's about to fall. A little more damage is all OG needed. And now with Ember Spirit chasing mid one, he's going to Ghost Walk away, dust it up. Lucent Beam hits. He's got a Remnant to fall back on. Seb still trying to give chase, but OG the perfect setup for the Roshan steal.
They still have the Aegis and they're chasing. What a tornado from mid one. Another root.
There's no remnants for Charlie. A good cast from Era will hold the advance of mid one and a great death ward. That Maledict takes him down. Charlie with that remnant aggressively, still trying to get back to base, but Era has been found by yet another death ward steal from Saxa.
Era had nice positioning in that fight, hiding behind one tree. Charlie, what are you doing?
Charlie? He's dying, mate. Saberlight gets a blink, 4-man clap, and now the primal split comes out. He's trying to 1v5. He's going to take down Notel, look for the tornado onto Luna.
Here comes Mama.
She still holds the Aegis, and Saxa does get dropped. Saberlight, he is solo winning this team fight. Sumail's going to have to run back now, focus down the Luna. That Aegis is about to pop. Supreme will take her out. And Ninjas in Pajamas, we were wondering what Charlie was doing. He was baiting for Saberlight, the real carry, with the Broodmother, killing off Sumail.
Wait, what?
The Cold Embrace stops the Broodmother from attacking. That surely was a kill on Sumail, but he manages to TP bottom.
I think he misclicked.
Van Bottom doesn't really want to come up here to fight. OG are just trying to force NIP away from that bottom of mid lane with a 2-man RP. Saka, they caught him with Seb. Great Eclipse coming through from Sumail as well. They get off the primal split, but they've already lost their 2 teamfight supports. So now the Glaives bouncing onto Saberlight. He's lost both of his little Brewlings there, and the Earth one trying to escape. 400 HP, 200 HP. He's going to get clicked down.
Smack him.
That is the Brewmaster down. One more whack from Seb with a big old hammer and a double kill for your Magnus.
Man, how is Seb so good? Did you see what they did? So Seb blinks in, turns around.
Saberlight showing himself on that top wave. The backstab from Broodmother. Charlie, Era also coming in from the right-hand side. But mid one, Invis with a Centaur Stomp. The chain stuns onto Charlie. Ember Spirit. He's about to drop. They do get the Cold Embrace, but it's not enough. Now, Luna turns the face up against the Broodmother, clearing out the Spiderlings, and the Brewmaster, he's in there. Primal Split will come out. Finally gets his ultimate off. But Luna so strong, forcing Era away. As the Glaives and the Lucent Beam will take down the Witch Doctor. 2 heroes drop. They will try and bring down this Sumail Luna, but
still alive
with Hand of God, still alive. Broodmother finally gets the snipe on her. As the Slider Fist from the Rubik bouncing around, and mid one dropping low. Broodmother disarmed through the deafening blast. Mid one isolated now, left alone, and OG, they will bleed out. A double kill for Supreme.
Used one buyback on Era.
Oh, no tail. Maledict with a death ward. Saberlight is trying to chase this one down. The Broodmother's got such a great gap closed to get herself a triple kill. And OG, actually,
it's just very good for positioning for Magnus. You can run off the cliffs, position yourself very nicely. Here it comes. Blink is ready, but nice change from Saberlight.
And they're still scared of that Winter's Curse. Trying to focus Sineko a little bit here. But Supreme with the BKB. Straight onto Saxa. And there is no chance for your little Rubik. Look at this Broodmother with a BKB. The massive spider with the legs wobbling all over the place. Straight back onto No Tail. And the 2 OG supports annihilated. Supreme coming in with another real big peak of strength. And Roshan, what are we looking at? 1 minute 45. Would have been perfect for NIP if they could have found it.
No BKB on Brood.
No BKB gonna get RP'd. In comes the Ember Spirit with a Remnant, but what's Supreme doing? Seb's gonna BKB, try and chase down Era. Saberlight's there on the high ground, but Sumail, now a little bit isolated, has been left alone by OG. She's gonna turn and fight. Seb skewers out. Everyone's scattering to the wind.
Luna can't just pop the ulti. She needs some kind of a setup, even though she has Lucent Beam cool things up.
It doesn't look like.
Oh man, what a play!
Either.
If they get away from this, yep, Alacrity, Empower,
Tornado, and a Centaur with a zoning EMP and an Ice Wall again. Era trying to focus mid one. Good little cast bouncing around, but Saxa able to set up for a kill on the Witch Doctor as the Primal Split comes through. RP from Seb being fake pumped there, focusing No Tails. The Chen retreats back to his high ground. Seb gonna kill off the
spiders.
Down little babies. In comes Sumail with his BKB, trying to take down Supreme. Holding onto the Black King bar on Broodmother as they think about, tentatively rejoining that team fight. But NIP -1 hero don't want to get
is under attack.
Aegis, BKB cheese for Sumail. They've got
Repair
repair kit. That's gonna. Oh, RP from Seb. That's beautiful. A good catch into the Eclipse, and 2 heroes again obliterated. Charlie dead, and Seneko buys back as the tier 3 about to drop. Gem on the floor. Saberlight blinks in to try and zone them away, and Broodmother focusing mid one. Great tornado will force a couple of them into the sky, and mid one force staff away. But he's still going to get hounded here by NIP as the buybacks flow out. No tail. Is there anything to cancel TP? There's the Winter's Curse. They need some bigger targets. He heals up onto the Luna. They're going to catch Sumail. He's surrounded by 3 cores, and the rest of OG, they have escaped. Mid one. And it looks like no tail. The 2 casualties of war there, while the tier 3 still survives.
This is the second time Sumail just TPs in front of them, setting up the wards for his team. Like, you can't do it with Chen right now because Broodmother, might scout you, and then you're just dead.
Tornado onto 2 with an EMP. Mid one's found a nice little catch, forced the Remnant away, but Saberlight stuck up on the high ground as an RP from Seb. The Broodmother being focused, a good cold embrace. Does keep Era alive. Supreme now back onto Saxa as the fight split and spread. Saberlight doesn't have mana for his ulti, so he's going to BKB and try and run away, but Sumail is cleared through Era. Broodmother's BKB is going to get popped, but mid one just ghost walks in business away as Luna still has that Aegis. Focusing now with the Eclipse towards Broodmother. 4 stab forward. Supreme drops low, but it is not enough. Saberlight a little bit out in the open here, though. The rest of his team coming back in to try and reset this fight. They've got the Witch Doctor caught up, though. Another good Glimmer Cape and no reveal from OG. A sentry finally dropped as No Tail being shredded by the Brood. Hand of God buys him a few more seconds with the 1. But NIP have managed to bring him down. The trouble being, Sumail is back to full with mid 1. And Seb, where is he? He's going deep.
He's in front of 4 heroes. Yeah, I think Seb might overextend. He's still alive, not for long.
Saxa down. Mid 1, he's got a BKB Sumail from the high ground. What can he do? He's got no Eclipse. He's been 4 staffed down to try and TP home. There's no stuns. So OG losing 4 heroes in a row. NIP once again with a great in and out team fight. The buybacks used beautifully. They probably feel that Roshan's happening, but look at OG. They're set up for a push on top tier 3. NIP have to come and defend this one way or the other. Now into their jungle as the Supreme Broodmother does break high ground. No, she's going to farm a jungle camp. It's going to be Charlie that leads the charge. Gets a Spirit Vessel over onto Magnus, so no Blink RP from him. The Blink and Cinder Brew. Primal Split popped by Supreme. By Saberlight even. Trying to find No Tail hiding in the jungle as the Era Witch Doctor and the Saxa Rubik. They're being picked off by the backstab of both sides. Cyclone up onto Luna. Still empowered up. And Magnus unable to RP. He's going to have to BKB here, surely, to try and get an RP. He's got 2 targets, but the runaway from Saberlight. Now the Winter's Curse. Being focused down by Centaurs as the buyback from Rubik does come out. OG, they're scattering around this fight, but NIP are doing this dance of death with them. Really focusing down the backline supports as No Tail being brought down low. Sumail pops with the Eclipse onto the RPing Broodmother. Supreme, they've caught the Brood. They've got the chain stuns. The damage is good, but the cold embrace buys a bit of time. The skewer back, out, away, but they've still got the damage. Sumail, the right clicks are ridiculous from this Luna with the bonus illusion. And NIP losing 2 of their big cores, no ultis remaining, while OG 2 buybacks on their support means the push can continue. They've got the jump lift up and the kill onto that Brew. Ember Spirit down, Brew buys back, so does the Broodmother, and Invoker very deep behind the tier 3. Saberlight, he's in a 1 versus 4. He's cold snapped up, Glimmer Cape and no reveal. Cold Embrace will buy some time as Charlie diving in deep for the Centaur stomps. The micro from No Tail, chain stunning Charlie as Saberlight ripped to shreds by Luna. Sumail is so powerful right now. Seb, incredibly tanky, just skewers away from the tier 4s. NIP on their last legs. They can't deal with a Sumail Luna. The Broodmother's trying the hardest.
BKB in a second.
It's coming, but the speedy Brood gonna get chased by the remnanting blinking Saxa. Rubik gets the snipe and Brood dead for 2 minutes.
I believe that's game. That's your main source of damage gone. Now they're just gonna go for tier 4 towers. Luna, it's just gonna shred it. Man, it's just a pleasure to watch the way OG is spread around that fight. And they get the perfect target off. Like Witch Doctor, he causes a lot of issues for them, so they take him out first. Winter's Curse, oh man, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, they slay mid 1, but look at this Rubik. Saxa remnanting and taking down Charlie, and the throne exposed all alone, and down it goes. OG take game 1, but man, a super close, well fought battle. That could have gone either way. Just OG's execution, these really scrappy, chaotic team fights. Ever so slightly ahead of NIP.
NIP, that team had a lot of promising, bright future when they were chicken fighters. No surprise that NIP picked them up.